So at Virtuals, we have always been betting on autonomous AI agents and the belief that agents will specialize and that agents themselves can be sovereign economic actors. And that has been the grounding thesis for us across the year and a half that we've been building in this space. And very recently, so I wouldn't take this opportunity to tell you guys what we are, but it's more of, I want to take this as to show you guys where we are heading to. It's like every year in Singapore at Token or Super AI, we will coin a new term. And that term will become a compass for the team to execute on, right? Last year, I think Super AI was in June. Was it June? June or March? I think it's June. We were telling people that, hey, agents are going to be productive assets, you can tokenize them, and there'll be this new whole wave of agent fi that will come from that. Fast forward, I think 6 months, 7 months later, yeah, it happened, right? Towards the end of last year and into this year. And I think we're at a stage where we've realized that the vision can grow bigger than just purely about agent fi. And we at Virtuals has been seeing ourselves more and more as a network state, right? As a society. And we believe that can we actually build the first economically vibrant agentic network state? Hundreds or thousands of builders, thousands of agents coming together, building different products, services, and sophisticated layers, derivatives upon each other, and creating a GDP or economic value that can be potentially greater than some small nations. So the term that I want to introduce, that's going to be a governing factor for us going forward, is these 4 letters. AGDP. Agentic GDP. Now, people have been using GDP as a measure for countries, right? Like how productive the country is this country better than that country? Is a cluster of civilization or humans working in a country more productive than another country, right? And I think for us, this is that North Star that will govern our decision making for the ecosystem going forward. There are 2 foundational levers that it's critical to push on this North Star. Number 1 is the density, the talent density, or the agentic talent density in our case, which is the number of specialized, sophisticated agents built by a myriad of teams that can serve different purposes and different objectives, creating different value add to users or humans alike. The second key lever is agentic commerce. The ability for these agents to work together at scale, pay each other for the goods or services requested for, so that you can actually create more sophisticated offerings and value. So these 2 levers is something that we have been pushing on for the past year. The first, which is the agentic talent density, has been worked on by our tokenization or our launchpad. And the idea behind this launchpad is to allow founders who are new, who want to get attention or capital in the agentic space to come and launch their token. And this becomes a top funnel for whatever we've been building for this ecosystem. And that is actually how we've gotten hundreds of agent launches into the ecosystem over the past 1 year. And this will scale going forward. The why crypto portion for this is very simple. On the tokenization platform, right? You allow a founder to access capital markets at a very, very early stage. The second key lever, which is on the agentic commerce part, is what we have introduced about 3 months ago. It's functioning out there, very behind the scenes, but it's basically a communication standard, an open communication standard for agents to perform commerce with each other. So today, we have seen agents built by different teams with different tech stacks working at scale with each other across entertainment, DeFi, prediction markets, and whatnot. So for us, this is going to enable the economic activities within the ecosystem. And what we are going to do which is going to be a relevant information for you guys, right? If you guys are degens or even builders alike, is going forward, there's two things we're focusing on. First is a relentless innovation on the Launchpad portion. So how do we tackle the biggest problems that founders and giga chat builders are facing so that they can continuously come into our ecosystem and launch? So the biggest move that we're going to make in about a week and a half from now is we are revamping the whole mechanics to move from a pure token launch to a launch that allows founders to fundraise along the XYK curve. As long as your market cap improves, it's a normal way of fundraising. It's not like a static pre-sale, hey, sell tokens X amount. It's that at every increase in market cap, a founder will get OPEX capital. So that's something that we're releasing while balancing wealth effect for the degens. Because we've realized as well, the reason why founders come and launch within our ecosystem is because we have the density of eyeballs and users. So from day one, if you want 5,000 people, 10,000 people using your product or testing you guys out, they come to our platform. But for us to maintain that momentum, these degens need to feel that they're making money. So we did it well with a Genesis model, but I think there's a part that's broken there where we are selling the equity too cheap for a lot of founders. So it's a bit hard to convince founders to come in and build. But with this new mechanism that's launching in a week and a half's time, we actually balance both the wealth effect for degens. You can come in as low as 100K market cap, but along the way, a founder is actually fundraising off the speculative capital that's entering his token charts. So that's the innovation that we are working on to improve the talent density of the ecosystem. The second part that we are then pushing on the economic, on the commerce front, is that we've recently launched, last week, it's a beta version of what we call a Butler Agent. If you guys open your Twitter right now, you type in the word Butler_Agent, this is the gateway for you to experience what agents working together looks like. So what you will see is something very simple. It's just an interface. It's just like on Twitter. You can tag him on the post. What you can do is, if I see a KOL shilling Esther token on my Twitter feed, what I would just need to do is I just need to tag Butler and say, hey, can you provide me more due diligence on this token? Like maybe how much smart money is actually coming into this token. What this Butler agent does, it connects to our entire ACP network. It finds the next best agent to perform the task. There could be a specialized agent that is effectively trained for due diligence. It could be like a Jansen's agent, for example, who literally studied all the smart wallets in the world and can tell you that, hey, 80% of smart wallets are actually aping Esther. And then it can connect with another agent like AIXPT. He can tell you like, hey, you know what, overall market sentiment is this, there's an unlock happening next week, so if you want to ape, you do it for a week. You only open a position for a week, right? So different agents provide different value add through the Butler. You can then ask it, hey, execute the trade for me. Put $10,000 into Esther. We're just tagging this Butler. He will then find another agent on the ACP network to execute a transaction for you. Now, when you're a token holder, then what you need to do, right? You need to shield your token. So then you ask the Butler agent again. It's like, hey, can you generate me a music video meme of CZ doing 4 and dancing on the perp decks, whatever it might be, right? And then the Butler will go and find a meme generation, a music video generation agent in our ecosystem. For example, there's a project called Luvi. It will generate for you. So multiple agents doing multiple things for you. And I think that is how we help a retail audience, like you guys understand the power of multiple agents working together. What we are then doing, I think once we fix a bit of bugs and fine-tune here and there, we are going to start giving growth incentives. So we are connecting the launchpad value accrual, because every week we have launches, right? We are giving a certain percentage of the airdrop of these launches into this Butler agent's usage. So that's the flywheel you're going to create to generate a lot more activity on the agents and a lot more attention on the agents, and hopefully creating both wealth effect for retail audience and also for the agents. So yes, that is what we are planning over the next few months, anchored by our North Star of these 4 letters. Thank you.